Kyron back up in here, and I'm checking in because I haven't been around for a while. And here is the reason why. If you guys are keeping up to date with me and you noticed that I was in Toronto not too long ago, I posted on Instagram. I was in Niagara Falls or whatever. While I was out there, I was editing a video because I was supposed to put it up. It was this one. This is the one I'm going to be attaching it to. This podcast. I'm editing it, then my hard drive just crashes. Done. Finished. Sorry I'm interrupting the video, by the way. It'll be done shortly. It'll be done shortly, for sure. But continuing on. It just crashes on me. Done. I had like 4 or 5 videos ready to go. Pretty much. I just had to edit them, but they're on that hard drive. And I was like, bro, I'm so discouraged because I had so many good videos on it. And they were just waiting to get edited. And now I can't even edit them because now they're gone. So this whole time I've been trying to recover footage, get a new hard drive. This is why I've been gone for so long. Sorry for the wait. But now I have a new hard drive and I recovered some of the files, so you guys are gonna be seeing some old videos and then also some new videos. I've been recording what I can, so this is the result of that. Sorry for the wait once again. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. This is a podcast. I did it with Remy and Calvin. You guys will definitely enjoy it. It cuts out at a certain time because I ran out of space. Oh no, my battery died and I didn't bring my second battery for my G7X that day. But hopefully you guys enjoy it nonetheless. There's way more video footage than the last podcast I did, which was only I think 17 minutes. This is 40-ish minutes of footage, and then the rest is just audio. But I'll try and provide some visual elements for you guys. So enjoy.
What is up, guys? We are back. I thought that was a song still and fading out. We're back with another episode of the podcast, and I've had someone that we have a newbie and an old bee.
Yeah.
The old bee obviously is the homeboy. Not even the homeboy. That's my brother right here, yeah. Kyron. Thanks brother. Again for doing this. Of course, bro. You know, always. Every time it's always dope.
Always.
And we also have, as Kyron can attest to, somebody that I have wanted since literally starting this podcast. I have said, I want to get into this guy's brain. I want to know what this guy thinks like, you know? So my man Calvin is here. Say what's up, Di?
My other brother.
Yes, sir. Thanks for doing this, Di.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Tell the people where they can find you online.
At Youth Most Wanted on Instagram.
At Youth Most Wanted. Yeah. Kyron, where can people get you?
On Instagram is GOTSWEIGE, and my YouTube is Kyron Work, my full name.
And you've been you recently released a video with What's in Your Bag that was filmed by Calvin, actually, right?
Yeah. A couple
videos. So you're like, are you into filming or you're just doing it for fun to help the friend out?
No, actually, well, to be honest, it started with just for fun and just to be a part of it and everything. Mm-hmm. But actually, thinking about it, I like films. Yes. I like how they're shot and everything. I don't like films just because, there's this actor in it. I just like how the angles are taken.
Cinematography.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm doing something less than cinematography, obviously.
You got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And it's, when you think about it, you already have thousands of people watching your first tries at filming stuff, mm-hmm. you know? So it's already a good place to start at when you think about it.
For sure. I'm just playing with it right now.
And do you ever touch editing? Because I know Kyron does for his stuff, but have you done it yourself?
Like I said, I'm just playing with it right now. Yeah. I just started dabbling into it officially because I didn't have the programs at first.
Yeah.
We got that down.
Yeah. All right.
Calvin works on Premiere, by the way. I work on Final Cut.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How come you work on Premiere?
Because that was the first thing I was introduced
to. That's what most people say. Yeah.
But by people, but also by YouTube.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Tutorials and stuff. Honestly, you can learn anything you really want to learn.
YouTube is my homeboy right now.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning. I'm on it.
Yeah, because I was actually going to ask you this because me and Kyron is a YouTuber. I don't even know if that label fits or whatever it may be, but you upload videos on YouTube. Yeah. You have a following and all that online. And we both are very you're one of the few people that I can just look at you and be like, yo, have you seen this? And we'll know right away exactly most of the time what video we're talking about on YouTube when most people might have not seen it.
Because I do my research. I'm on YouTube all the time.
Exactly.
YouTube is my Netflix for whatever.
For sure. It's like YouTube is the way to, like kind of like Twitter but videos basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's super up to date and never ends. And you say you're getting into it like right now a lot.
100%.
What have you been like? Mostly like how to edit stuff, or are you getting into like fashion YouTubers?
For the fashion YouTubers, I literally listen to that like just to get a like. I listen to his podcast and everything. Well, everything he's doing on a daily, obviously. But let's say I'm watching unknown vlogs just to see like, what he does and everything like that type of shit, because that's what I'm currently looking at. Also.
PAQ,
exactly. Also,
yes.
But just to see what those vibes are.
By the way, he still should have been in Best Dressed YouTuber, but that's for next year. That's for next year. That's all it is.
That's next year. I hope so. We'll see the vibes.
He hasn't been in Montreal yet. So
exactly.
100%. I'm gonna say this right now that Avery and I definitely should have been on Best Dressed YouTubers. 100%.
Well, you were just hanging out with one of the Best Dressed YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
A couple days ago, really.
Exactly.
Both of them. I was with TJR. I was with Jacob in May. I was with Fernando in May. Sanj, all of them.
Kai. Bro, you actually been with almost everybody in that competition.
Yeah, because this YouTube community is honestly so small.
Yeah.
Like everyone is not super gassed up or like on some superstar status type thing. Like they recognize where you put the work in, because everyone knows how much time it puts into editing. Everyone knows how much goes behind a single Instagram post. Everyone knows like all the back end, you know.
And also fashion YouTube, because there's a lot of like niche YouTube, but like let's say like gaming YouTube, which is the biggest one right now. There's a lot of like easy content to make, but I feel like fashion YouTube is not the easiest to make content for.
It definitely isn't.
You have to know your stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to constantly know what's going on, and you have to a lot of the time, it's unfortunate, but you have to be constantly buying, part of that
and that's
rotation,
why I don't knock Magnus for feeling a certain type of way about wanting to step back from fashion YouTube now, because after I just seen that video, if you guys didn't see that video, definitely go check it out, because he kind of does give you guys insight into like why it is kind of hard making content for fashion YouTube. Like you do feel a little repetitive sometimes, you do feel a little strange or out of the ordinary, because there's only so much titles you can make, there's only so much how to style so and so you can make.
There's a routine that sets in very fast,
and then you set into the whole consumer mindset that you don't really want to do all the time. But
and also
at the same time, a lot
of people like can't forget that there is also a job aspect to it. Like everybody wants to be in you guys' shoes, but there is also that stress to upload that nobody ever thinks about. It. Like, this shit has to work. Like I'm spending time and money into this. Like it's cool and it's fun, but like there has to be a certain, something coming back.
Like you guys don't understand. Like I'm putting this on the YouTube channel too right now. But like there's time after time. Every month I start the month and I'm like, you guys, I'm gonna knock out like five videos this month. 100%. I'm gonna do it. And life happens, bro. Like this happens all the time, and I only time after time it always happens. I only end up making 3, and then maybe
that's already a lot.
Maybe that's my sweet spot. I don't know, but I know myself. I really love to put out a video every week. That's not happening all the time, but I'd love to put out 5.
You're 3/4 of the way there already.
Exactly. So I just gotta put in a little bit more work. Now I have no school, so I can put in the time pretty much. So
that's what's crazy about the YouTube whole scene and everything. Like when you post a video, they expect another video like right after.
You're being consistent is one of the biggest pillars of being a good YouTuber. Is you have to be able to upload consistently. And
I think for everything you have to be consistent.
That's very true.
Once you get into something that's like interesting to the world, you have to like have that constant content.
Would you ever see yourself? Sorry, Karen. Would you ever see yourself putting something on YouTube?
That could be a plan.
Yeah?
That could be a plan, honestly. I mean, I like the work that I do with Karen, honestly. But,
but that's why I'm asking, like, because a lot of the time it'll be, like, kind of that itch to be like, oh, I want to record something, but maybe Kyron's busy or he's doing something else. So, I want to do it, whatever. Because you also have a very interesting day-to-day life, as in, like, you work in the high fashion retail space. So, like, you have access and kind of like Kyron, a lot of the people that need to be known in the Montreal nightlife and all that.
And I try to promote that. Yeah, I feel like I would use that, but like probably on my own platform, like on my own website for my brand, basically. And like have you, so like it wouldn't just be the brand, like the clothing you would like be on that website for. You would just be like browsing like the media section or whatever.
Yeah, because for me, as a fair assumption for Hanzu, which is Calvin's brand, is I feel like Hanzu like represents a good visual element into the life of like Calvin and I, because it's kind of all the visual clips that you see on my account are always taken by Calvin more than likely, but sometimes you just want to have something in the background to just put on and just like be visually stimulating, and that's what I feel like Calvin really provides. So like there's a lot of times where we just hang out in Remy's house and it's just like we just want something cool on the TV, like we just want that house tour of Nigo going through his apartment, you know what I mean, and like just looking at cool shit, like,
and I consider it a lot like that. I just want you to get to see like the perspective that I see.
You just want to see the lifestyle.
And you've been like anybody that's looking at your stories can see that you've been working on it a lot, you know. It's something that we can see
here and there, you feel me?
Yeah, but like while we're talking about it, can you actually kind of track back a moment in time where you were like, I think I want to invest time into this idea, which is rendu?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've been executing it, to me, perfectly.
Yeah.
Less is more. Give the people a reason to be like, yo, what is this? Like, how do I see Kyron in one color that's a 1 of 1, and then I see a photo shoot with Highly Classified, and then I see you working on a teaser at Appartement. So it's like the rollout has been meticulous, which is what I love, because me and Kyron talk about this a lot. Like, we're kind of very into the background of what makes a successful, whatever it may be it a giant like Nike or a smaller brand that's coming up. So like, and I always say this, like about New Regime.
Yeah.
Their image is so curated. You go into the store, you know exactly you're in a motherfucking New Regime store. You're not anywhere else in the world right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of is the vibe that I'm getting with you, which is you're creating a space where it's like, whenever it's rendu, we know that it's rendu, you know?
And that's why, like, even talking with some of the owners and stuff, like, I'm not going to throw any brands, but, like, you guys know the brands with the orange that starts with a V. They did, like, a similar space for Complex Con, and it looked very similar to New Regime. So, obviously, everyone kind of connected the dots. And New Regime being an up-and-coming brand, everyone is going to be so ride or die for them, and then like they represent Montreal to a high scale, so everyone's going to like fight for that, and like everyone
it's
knows,
aspirational.
exactly. Orange is their color, so like they knew that that's theirs, so like you can't really jock that from anyone, and and we know that it took them like a year and a half to like build that whole concept.
They are just amazing with what they're doing, the way, again, execution and all that.
Shout out to Koku, that's my brother.
Sir. So for rendu, where like I said, do you remember when you started like actually? Because are you
putting focus into rendu?
I'm gonna start investing, because it's one thing to think about doing something, and it's a totally different game when you're like, okay, time, money, let's go, let's do this, you know. So I wanna hear about that point when you were like, time, money, let's do this.
Bro, honestly, that all started this year.
Okay.
But
early 2019.
Yeah, early 2019. But that idea, the whole concept of rendu, was planned out since 2017. You feel me?
Okay.
Probably even a year before that too.
And that's your brainchild. That's your idea.
That was me just developing that idea slowly behind the scenes type of thing. You feel me? But
I think the only person you really run it through is me.
Yeah, exactly. But even the name rendu, that was honestly something that I took from a concept that where I was in a situation, and
you could tell them the story.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, I was on my boy Kaz. Shout out Kazra. I was at his place, and at the time, we were just chilling. We were just hanging out with some friends, right? And one of our friends was. No, Kazra said some shit. Like, he said, like, I'm gonna give you an example, okay? Right. I have a Bentley.
Okay.
I crashed it. It's okay, I have another one. She said, t'es rendu. type of situation.
Okay,
right?
okay.
T'es rendu. Like, meaning, like, oh, you're there. Okay, you have another Bentley. Like, this
like
one,
you made it. You made it.
You feel me? So that's the concept.
Okay,
and I was
okay,
like,
okay,
oh,
okay.
That's like bougie, but like, t'es rendu.
Like you're still getting.
Is it like a Haitian expression?
No.
Or nothing at all? Okay.
just slang?
I don't know. Apparently, it's slang in the South Shore.
Okay.
But, like,
okay. More Québécois than anything else.
Yeah,
Wow,
more
okay,
Québécois
wow.
than everything else. So I'm bringing out that like Montreal or like area, you know, slang type shit, and but like I'm promoting it in a brand because to me that sounded like an attitude. Like,
Okay.
you know, a way of being type of shit. So like I was just like, yeah, I fuck with that.
And the word gallery, where did that like fit in? Like
gallery, the reason why
because it's smart because it's encompassing everything.
Exactly, it's not. It's to remind you, it's not just the brand you're going for.
You're not just buying a T-shirt.
You're going for the visuals. You're really spending time on the website looking at.
You're tying yourself into the lifestyle that's like going on.
Yeah.
You're like tapping into what's going on.
Because there is, I mean, maybe in my plans later on is to like promote, like have a little pop up where it's like a little gallery or whatever.
A little pop-up gallery for Rendu every once in a while, because it could be one like a merch one for one, and then like maybe a film one, whatever the next time, or a music like promoting underground music or whatever it may be.
Exactly.
And you said you basically started 2019 early, and are you not, I don't want to use the word satisfied, but as far as progress goes, do you feel like it's going, because like especially with like people like you, Kyron, and all that, like people tend to forget that where you're at in life, you have a million things going on at the same time. So yeah, you do have all the energy in the world, but the other side of that is that you're spending that energy in a lot of different facets in life. You know, you have a lot of like bridges to build. You know what I mean? And as far as your time invested in Rendu and all that, do you see it expanding in the future soon, or more like keeping it slowly for now?
So just to go back, for the gallery, I would make it like an expose type of thing, like you know, like I have shout out Justice, Shooter Boy J,
my brother.
He shoots for like
everybody.
He shot the collection.
Yes, he killed it. Yeah,
with high classified and everything. But yeah, so I want to have make a gallery with that, but like with a whole like collection of pictures that I took in with people with the Rendu or whatever, or just even stuff like at random or whatever. You feel me? And then see where that could help me build my
where it goes. You
know, exactly. See where it goes. But like I'm just starting like a base. Like the Rendu, what I did right now is just a base right now. But there's a whole lot of shit that are coming. And hopefully I feel I see it. Let's say go really high, whatever, like, you know, make it to the serious leagues and everything like that. That's what I'm hoping for.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, it's just me expressing what I'm seeing. You know?
Yeah. And this is great because like we have like people that are like the forefathers of setting this path for us. Like people like Cisse and stuff, like we've come across them like in like the field and just going out to apartment and stuff like that, and like just asking them simple questions like being like, oh, like do you prefer this picture or this picture, or like
actually,
how did you do this rollout, you know? Like,
actually on the day when ASAP Rocky had his concert at Place Belle, Haji was at apartment 200 at the after party, and I was talking to him about the visuals, and he was like, bro, just do what you gotta do, like, you know, film whatever hits you. You know what I mean? Like, just do you.
And they were super welcoming with it too, because like they know that we're trying to get it just as they already have it. And
everybody's trying to make
more, you know.
Back,
so like,
you know?
Calvin's filming Haji, and Haji's the one that's filming Rocky. So like, it's kind of like a crazy spectrum to even go through.
It's an inception of success. Basically.
Exactly.
Just being in those moments and like meeting these people, thanks to like people that we know. You feel me? Like St. Woods, the whole St. Woods team, like
amazing. Honestly, also what they're doing.
Zach, Nate, both.
You feel me? Like just having the chance to meet like
best fit according to Emily Oberg.
Shout out to Nate.
But just having the chance to meet like all these people, these celebrities that I look up to or that I follow, even on Instagram, or whatever, because of these guys. You know, it's cool. And
have you ever
my hometown too? That's crazy.
Have you ever fanned out on somebody that you've met?
Honestly, no.
Inside, not necessarily outside, but like inside, being like, yo.
I like every opportunity that I meet somebody, but like, you know, you just gotta.
I think that's the one thing about Calvin and I that's like very different is that we've never like found out about any person that's come into the city, and it's not like they gotta check in or anything like that. Like literally, we're there, right place at the right time, and then things just naturally happen. So like a lot of people are in the comments of like any lifestyle video that I have on YouTube are like, oh, like how does that even happen, or like
88 Camino,
or like or like this and that. It's just it naturally happens for us, and like we don't force anything, and things.
Well, yeah, they're human beings at the end of the day.
Like, you have to treat a human being as a human being. If you treat them like, oh my god, you're my everything, you're my god, like they're gonna get sussed out.
There's like the least attractive thing you could do to a person is to fan out.
Yeah, that's like if a random stranger came up to you and was just like, "Can I take a picture?"
Oh my god,
with you?
I'm
like,
tripping. Yeah, like it's really, really not. Like,
you're canceled immediately. And if you treat them like that, then that's the only way you're gonna get treated. So if you treat them like an actual person and you want to have a conversation with them, then that's how you're gonna be treated. So,
yeah, and also like, don't trip if it doesn't go like you thought about like a million times, because you've thought about it for a long time, but for them, you are just like one of a million people that they're just meeting every single day, you know? So it's hard to, it's a hard pill to swallow, but like, you have to have perspective. Like, you are the one being impressed by that person, not the other way around. So for sure, there's a different dynamic, you know? But again, like, you put that rendu on enough, like on the right person who knows what could happen. There's a lot of...
To be honest, that meeting, like that meetup meeting HK had was totally random.
Yeah,
totally random.
Yeah, I swear to God. I was actually going to work. No, I had happened to have like a hoodie on me at the time,
which is good.
Yeah,
Take notes, people. Always keep your projects on you.
It's like your business card.
Yeah,
you feel me? And I was supposed to link up with Justice. And just like find someone to shoot in the hoodie, like at the time, right? But I was going to work just to meet up with Justice, and then after like HK was like, yo, yeah, I seen his story, like he was at Essence. I was like, yo, I'll be there in a sec, like type of shit.
Spontaneous, which is the best way to do it, right?
Yeah, because the day before I was like, yo, I need to like link you to.
Oh yeah, that was the Heron Preston.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I needed to give him a hoodie, but I just didn't have it on me, so he's like, "Yo, like let me know during the week," and then it happened to be that day. So
yeah, I can't wait to get a chance to get one of them hoodies. Hopefully a black one. Black rhinestone.
I'm sorry for the tease, guys.
No, bro. You have to tease.
Yeah,
you have to make people want to spend more than they should spend. You know, like that's the creation. You know,
it's just.
It's the Uzi effect. You gotta do that.
You want to do it right,
bro. Out soon, okay?
Yeah, no, out whenever it needs to be out, but that's how you need to feel about it. Like
when the time is right, it's gonna present itself.
What I don't want the people to think it is that it's just a streetwear type of thing.
No,
it's gonna go beyond streetwear.
I never wanted it to be presented in that way. That's why I was so like careful in curating it alongside.
But I did at one point have an idea of having it
like that.
No. I wanted to approach editorial actually.
Really?
Have them, yeah, because like I literally was in an editorial last like a week ago.
Okay.
And there was a girl that like approached me and she was like, "Sorry, do you make these?" And I was like,
yeah, I do. So you got noticed?
Yeah, you feel
randomly.
Me? Because I went into editorial it was the same day when I was supposed to go meet up with HK. I took in my head. Like I had it in my tote bag, but
it was a day that was meant to be, basically.
Yeah, it was in my tote bag, but it's a white hoodie. You feel me? And I had other shit in there, so I was like, "Yo, fuck it. Let me put it in this editorial. Let me go to editorial real quick, see a friend, get a bag, and then bring it to him." You feel me? Smart. So that's what I did, and then that's what she was like, "Yo, is that like?" She thought it was a hoodie that they were selling.
Okay, yeah,
not yet,
not yet. Exactly.
But hey, maybe. You feel me?
And is there
a lot of girls like the
bling, the rhinestones.
If you guys check out the first drop, is gonna be like sweaters with rhinestones on it. Anyways, watch out for that. But I've gotten a lot of feedback from girls saying that, "Yo, I want this."
And if you could sell anything to a woman, you know, guys are gonna buy it because most of what men buy is to impress.
But I feel
women.
like it's just because there's rhinestones on it and they're crystal rhinestones, like it has that VS shine, like it has that like
and rhinestones are extremely in right now.
That clarity to it, you feel me? So it brings out like it's really more unisex.
Of course, a hoodie is mostly.
Like, I didn't think I'm gonna make everything unisex. You know what I mean? Like,
that's actually a good subject that we should talk about a little bit. Is that clothing, in my mind, should just be unisex.
Oh, 100%.
There is no reason to tag.
It's already staring towards that way because like where I work, like we sell a lot of big brands. You feel me? And their concept is really unisex. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but you know what I would say to that is we're actually gonna be unisex when motherfuckers are gonna start wearing tight women's clothes. Because it's easy to wear a baggy trouser that looks better because of the flare, or you know a tabby boot that's very androgynous or whatever.
Oh, you mean?
But when motherfuckers are trying to go David Bowie, then I'll be like, alright, okay, you really don't care about.
But like, okay, so I feel like that was a phase already, like with like the skinny jeans and shit. Like,
I mean,
back
but
in 2008,
but skinnies are not androgynous, you know.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like back in those days, I was deep in skinny jeans, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I don't mind skinny jeans. It's all about. It's not the wave right now, but like if you still have a pair, you should use them. You know,
bro. It's getting to that androgynous feel. Is like I feel like that trip that I took to LA when I was like when Fernando was showing me all these pieces, like all the Jean-Paul Gaultier pieces, like all the tattoo tops and everything like that. I don't specifically have the body for that. I could completely appreciate those pieces, but I don't know if I'd be able to pull them off. You know what I mean? I wish I could. I wish I was as skinny as Jacob because Jacob could pull them off like crazy, but like those are fire.
You know what our boy Bryant recently posted one of those, and you know what came? I didn't comment it, but you know what came through my mind was like,
what?
Yo, he's cosplaying as me right now because man's had like a Supreme boxer and the all over tats on the chest. I'm like, bro, is this Halloween? Like, what's going on right now?
God. That's funny.
But yeah, I do need to get the sleeves done. But yeah, that shit is funny. Like when it's to me, it's kind of interesting how that is like. I don't know if it's a wave or whatever, but it's definitely popular at the moment to wear those. But like, it's so Ed Hardy reminiscent, you know. But I don't know. Like,
shout out to Uzi once again. That's another trendsetter for that.
Would you ever wear one of those, Calvin? Do you have any tats, by the way?
No. Actually, I was thinking of getting a tattoo. I've been thinking it for a while, but like, I guess I just pussied out.
I'm still waiting for the proper artist.
Because my dog died, right? I had a Doberman. It died.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
And it was a Doberman, so like, I wanted it on the chest type shit. But like,
I want to get my dog that passed away tatted on me. It's just it's just a question of time.
It's not a random tattoo. It's something that.
Yeah, but we've talked about this on the pod before. I don't care. Like, random tattoos are cool also. Like, my first tat is more or less a random tat. Like, I was just in New York with the homies, and one of my friends was like, yo, fuck it, I'm getting tatted. He got tatted, and I was so jealous. Yeah. Like, the rest of the trip, I was like, no way I'm leaving New York without getting tatted. Because I knew, like, for the longest time, like, yo, whenever I do start getting tatted, it'll be like, that snowball is going to get big very fast. Yeah, but like when he got tatted, I was like, yo, fuck it, run it, we're gonna do it. And I got tatted on my feet, and that same day we drove back from New York to Montreal, so 7-hour trip.
I just remember you have a crazy tattoo on your
chest. Crazy.
I do enjoy tattoos a lot. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm about to start.
No cap, Remy has the best tattoos.
Oh, respect that. Yeah, crazy. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I do love him, but yeah, it's, you know, I guess now is a good time to tell the story real quick about how I actually got, because you know the saying, like, cheap tattoos aren't good and good tattoos aren't cheap. Real quick, here's the story of how I was able to get to like a huge piece by Pierre of Tattoo Mania, who's one of the best artists in Montreal. It's like I waited, like, I got my consultation and I had to wait like 10 months to a year to get tatted afterwards. Like, that's how long his waiting list is, and that's for like a huge piece. And so basically, I camped out for 4 days at the original location, and I was able to get my hands on 2 pairs of Nike Air Yeezy 2s for retail. I had the platinum joints and the blink, whatever you want to call it, internet. I don't give a fuck. You know exactly what I'm talking about, but those 2 colorways.
The platinums and the solars?
Exactly. I had everything except the Red Octobers. I also had a pair of Yeezy ones, whatever. So I got these 2, and retail was like 300 Canadian, right? And so I got those, and I sold them, And with that money, I was able to pay for like 50 hours of tattoos.
Sorry, Remy, how much did you sell both Yeezys for? In
a Honda Accord. Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta play the game, you know?
Gotta play the game. You gotta get the.
You know how whack it is? You know how fucking whack it is to see the sun go up and go down and go back up and go back down, and you're sitting on a fucking chair as a grown ass man. Shout out to my girlfriend at the time. Like, she was actually like, fun story. Like, again, she used to live in Ile Perrot.
Oh wow.
Which is pretty far from the location, right?
That's way out.
And it was the beginning of the week, like on a Tuesday, and I knew like they were coming out on Saturday, so it was only a matter of time before we had to line up. And I got information that was like, yo, now you have to line up, you know? So I was actually at her house chilling, and I was like, yo, babe, I'm sorry, you got to drive me to the store right now, because like I'm about to camp out. So she stayed with me for a while, and then I had like my brother and friends stay over, so that's how I was able to get the 2 pairs.
Yeah.
And it led to eventually being able to resell them and, you know, having the tats now, which I do not regret at all, you know?
Shout out to her.
Yeah, but that's like...
wifey status.
Yeah, well, technically not.
At the time.
Can't relate. At the time.
No, but like, it's really cool, you know, to be able to have something like... to say that I got 2 pairs of Nike Yeezys for retail, it's crazy because most stores didn't even get both colorways. Like, it was East Coast, West Coast, or whatever. But yeah, man, it's crazy how like fashion can like open doors. Like, you could literally take a shoe or an article of clothing and make it into something that's going to be with you for the rest of your life, like a tattoo or a trip or whatever it may be, you know. But you work into high fashion, so I want to get into that a little bit. What right now are you like fucking with the heaviest? Like, if you had no budget, you're like
what would I buy?
Yeah,
at a store.
Yeah, well, not necessarily at your store. Mr. Porter, Essence,
anything,
whatever it may be. Like,
should I name brands? Yeah.
Because last time we did the podcast, Kyron was Celine. You said you would do like a full Celine fit. Yeah. Would you still?
I don't know about full Celine fit. I just got these new Celine glasses that in my bag over there. But
in the what bag?
In the Prada bag.
In the Prada bag. Okay.
Prada bag. Flex.
Yes, sir. What's in my bag? Celine glasses. Okay.
Yes, sir. Right now.
So yeah, we could actually do this for both of you. Last time you said Celine, so yeah, Kyron.
Right now, it'd be more Prada, Rick, and Alix for me. That's like my top 3 right now.
Alix did really good at Paris this week. Not this week. Paris Fashion Week this year.
Yeah,
I feel like he did really, really well. Him and Rude actually.
Ruigi surprised me. You know.
Yeah.
I always have my back and forth with Ruigi's designs. You know, I feel sometimes he could be a little lazy, but like overall, I do feel like he has an eye for some things.
Some of the short sleeves are really, really nice. But it's also because it's so subjective. It's all about
the b-ball
like the impact.
Are crazy.
Yeah. With the stitch, you know what it reminded me of is those Supreme Nike Blazers. The way the quality of the writing is and shit.
You're right.
Calvin, would you say you're like a sneaker guy? Because you worked in sneakers, but would you say you're a sneaker guy?
I'm a sneaker guy, but like honestly,
wait first. Does he have to do that? But yeah, okay. So, oh boy. So for just to recap, your fit, you said Alix, Rick, and Prada. What would you do for like a full fit? It could be all one brand or...
You know what's crazy? Because I sell Tom Brown, so I've been I've been fucking with Tom Brown.
LeBron James over here.
Tom Brown, Saint Laurent.
Classic.
You feel me? And
Teddy's on sale. Can you believe that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
You never would have thought. I still need a Teddy. Call me cringe.
No. Time and a place, bro.
Teddy's on sale, bro.
Yo, you get it now, and whenever it goes back, you're gonna be like, had it in the closet, die.
For those who slept,
they slept.
You feel me? Anyways, but yo, Saint Laurent, Tom Brown, and hey, why not? Yo, Tom Ford. Honestly.
Tom Ford.
We have
Dior. No.
Shout out to that.
Is Dior overplayed or what?
Dior.
I don't know. It doesn't suit my body. I feel like it's a bit too boxy for my body.
Dior's open soon, so we'll see what they have. Because right now I didn't see anything yet. But like, yo, I fuck with what Kim Jones did with the clothing also.
Yeah.
What was Eugene wearing?
It was kind of like a sheer mesh Dior monogram top.
Yeah.
It was like all white. It's just like
either the all white or the all black one.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the best unisex piece right now, like as far as like the super high end goes, because like a female could wear that, and like obviously like you could just have like a bra under, but like a guy could wear it, and like depending on how like strong you are within your own masculinity.
But honestly, whenever like I think, because you know how whenever you get into a subject, you like get deeper and deeper into it. Like at the end of the day, is it Rick Owens? Isn't he like the god? Like honestly, is he not? Because you know it's kind of like fuck how it sounds. Like it's kind of like high art in a way where it's like it gets to a point where he's done everything, so it gets simple in a way.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to know the story or whatever, but it's kind of like the essence of clothing, whatever it may be, like a pure clothing item, like what the ultimate tank top would have to be.
Yeah. I love
Rick Owens.
I love the concept of it.
Cargos, bro. With the cargos, bro.
I love the concept of Rick Owens.
No,
I definitely
furniture.
More,
people don't understand, like that's why Rick is my favorite designer of all time. Like, cause
and Michel Lamy,
and
like
Michel,
amazing
like,
couple.
Rick would be not to the same platform as he would be right now without Michelle.
Bro,
so
Pippen and Jordan. That's what they are.
You need that because
they're the Pippen and Jordan of fashion.
No,
I shit you not, bro.
Because Rick would never be doing furniture or have the same studio that he has right now because of Michelle. Like you have to like put a lot.
Even be living in France, probably.
Yeah,
who was I talking about?
He'll be stuck in LA. He was with me.
I was talking about that with you actually. Yeah,
because Rick was on his wild boy shit and he was still in LA for so long, just raging, and then Michelle kind of toned him down. And every guy kind of needs that girl to tone him down.
I love his quote. Like I never repost it because it's hard to swallow in a way, but it's very like real and raw, where he says like you can lift clothes as much as you want, if you don't take care of your body it's gonna look whack. Like you have to, and like at least he practices what he preached, because I don't like this, his body for his age is fucking phenomenal. Like obviously cut the head off type of situation, but you know what I mean, like as a physical specimen for his, like he has to be close to 60 now. He has to be pushing 60.
I would say so, yeah.
Right? Okay, let's Google this. Like how old would you say Rick Owens is?
50,
honestly I don't know, because his
56
wife,
or 54.
His wife is old as shit.
His wife has to be like 7. He's 56 years old.
But
wow,
50. You called it. Yeah. Wow, shout out Kyron.
I like her style. It's really like,
I love her energy.
It's disgusting, but like
man said disgusting.
It's disgusting, but like,
Michelle, I still love you.
Yeah,
we can have lunch anytime.
No,
I'm gonna be.
You know, she is the muse. Like like Rick Owens looks the way it does the clothing because of her.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, but it's
Michelle is 75. You look a beautiful 75. Michelle.
It's vulgar. It's, I don't know. It's scary.
Raph looks so much younger than him for 5 years.
It's scary, but it's in a way it's elegant.
It's gothic. It's gothic chic. You know, to the max.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. So like, yo, I fuck with that. Like it's not my cup of tea, like, to wear for now, because I don't own a lot of Rick.
Well, the barrier for entry is extremely high. I'm not gonna act like everybody could buy Rick Owens every day.
We sell Rick. You
yeah.
feel me? I should get on that.
Of course, whenever it goes on sale, baby, because it's a staple. You know.
No, it doesn't have to go on sale.
Have you seen the dead stock report thing where it's like, what is it, Barney's or whatever that had to close?
No.
Which big retailer recently had to close?
Oh, Barney's, and
it, like, because it's like Dead Stock Report is on Instagram. It's all like fake, like the Onion, but for fashion. And it was like Barney's closes like 90% of retailers because you broke boys only shop sales. And I was like, why you gotta come at me so hard right now? Because because high fashion is so expensive, bro.
So bad.
If you could live anywhere in the world right now, would you still live in Montreal?
Japan. I'm done with y'all.
Me, I still.
Would you actually live in Japan or visit Japan?
I don't think I would live in Japan, honestly.
Montreal, I love y'all.
I'd love to visit. But,
yeah, of course, visit. Everybody wants to visit.
Let's be one. Montreal, I love y'all.
Of course. Montreal, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm going to visit Japan.
Where would you live, bro? Where would you live?
Paris.
Okay.
Français de France.
Yeah, but bro, that's where I was born. So I have like a very.
So you feel me like?
Like I kind of not negate, but like I love it. I love it, but I also kind of like I've been there so much or whatever that it has, because a lot of my family is also in fashion. You know what I mean? So like Le Sentier, I grew up going there, seeing my aunts and uncles like selling, because they're grossistes. So basically like they sell to bigger stores, like to sell whatever they want to sell for that whatever season, kind of like H&M or whatever it may be. And we also have like I have an uncle who sells fucking cowboy boots, bro, in fucking Paris, bro. But he's done like because he loves San Francisco and San Diego and all that, so he's really into that.
That's fine.
And yeah, like we talked about this off the pod, but like I have an extremely successful aunt, like Tali Welsh, like people can Google or whatever, like she has over 100 stores or whatever. And like it's crazy how like fashion is, it's huge in Europe. Like it's big here, but it's kind of like it almost fits the like the technology map where it's like Asia is the furthest ahead. Like Asia right now is like 10 years ahead. Europe is maybe 5, and we're living in the present type of thing. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. Yeah.
Fashion.
People have to realize that Bernard Arnault is one of the richest people, if not one of.
He is, I think, top 3 right now.
Right? Richest people in the world.
Did you know who he just name dropped?
Fashion is a drug in Europe. Okay.
Fashion is a drug everywhere.
Do you know,
but
you know who
Europe
he just
particularly.
Yeah, no, bro. Fashion, bro. Do you know how hard Africans go for fashion? It's not about money, dog.
Yo,
and you are African.
Bro, I'm African too. I don't care. Like,
like that.
Yeah,
no,
That's crazy.
Sorry, that's just good.
No, but it's like
I'm carrying.
No, but like,
no, I got you.
Everybody goes hard for fashion, is what I'm saying. You know, like it's just not like I guess Europeans is because most of the highest brands come from there. Yeah. But it's also like there is everywhere you go in the world. There's people that are good go that are gonna go super hard. But like I really need to live that Japanese.
Who was the guy you just named?
Bernard Arnault.
Yeah. Who is that?
So he is basically the head of LVMH.
Yes.
Okay. So LVMH is Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy. So they own basically. Actually, I'm gonna Google this right now because the LVMH the recent the most recent partner is Rihanna, who just recently signed. Like she has her own brand, and she is the first African American woman to have her own brand in
her own house.
Exactly, in LVMH.
Okay, but let me get it straight.
Yeah.
There's an alcohol with all these motherfuckers on it?
No, so basically the person that owns Louis Vuitton is the same person that owns the champagne Hennessy you're popping at the club and the Hennessy you're drinking. It's all that same dude. And watches. Like, okay, so here we go. Some of the houses they have. Would you want to go wine and spirits?
Oh, we could go.
Why not?
So wine and spirit.
Why not?
Belvedere.
Okay.
A lot of different Chandon. Veuve Clicquot.
That's the
Krug.
Shout out Veuve.
Yeah, Hennessy, like we said.
Veuve Clicquot is so sweet. I love it. I love it.
Fendi, Christian Dior, Celine, Givenchy, Kenzo, Louis Vuitton, Marc Jacob, Rimowa, like and on.
And he's naming all the brands where I work. You feel me? So
yeah, and this is a portion of everything you're selling is going to that man that he just mentioned. Yes.
Wow.
Watches.
Top 5 richest.
Bulgari watches, Hublot watches, same dude. You know, like it does not end. Like top 1%. So
Louis.
Like
person Hennessy. Of interest.
And you know, Louis Vuitton is still to this day the most counterfeited brand in the world every year.
Oh, of course.
I think second is Nike most of the time, but like as far as
up to 99% of Louis Vuitton goods that are out right now are counterfeited. And only
probably because Louis Vuitton has a lot of not necessarily the best practices, you know, because every season they burn whatever they don't sell because they don't want the common folk to get a hold of it, you know, and that's very, very not cool. However, I do love the fact, you know why Louis Vuitton is Louis Vuitton? All right, so the people watching on YouTube, you're going to have to come to the podcast to listen to the rest.
Sorry.
If you want to know why Louis Vuitton is Louis Vuitton. So basically the guy that created Louis Vuitton, back in the day, trunks were used to travel because like you would travel by boat to do big distances, and
Right.
most trunks, because it would be water and leaks or whatever, they would be like rectangle, but the top would have a kind of curve so that when the water falls, it kind of, you know, it repels off. It doesn't like cause a puddle and then eventually soak the wood.
Okay.
And what the guy that created Louis Vuitton, what he did was basically he made them like completely rectangle, and he like developed a material that was like water resistant and
Just
water
like
repellent
canvas.
enough so that you could literally, an idea as simple as just stacking your luggage together made it that he's created an empire today that eventually has like led to like the third richest man in the world, you know. So something as simple as just, hey, I think people would like it if they could stack their luggage instead of just, you know, having, because think about it, you can't put a suitcase on top of a suitcase that has a curve on it, you know. It just doesn't work, you know. And something simple like that. But you know, fun fact also, Goyard is a year older than it's crazy how life repeats itself. Like Bape is a year older than Supreme. Supreme's 94, Bape's 93.
That's wild.
And same thing for Louis Vuitton and Goyard. And also, while we're giving fun facts, the Goyard all over print, you know what it is? I've told you this before.
It's supposed to be like the wood
trees
going through the river, right?
Exactly. Exactly right. Because basically, again, with trunks and traveling, wood was a big part of it, and rivers. And basically, there was this river in France that would like where they would cut all the trees in the north of it in the forest, and they would like basically guys would literally like transfer them through the river all the way down, and they would like log jam, and that log jam looks like the Goyard all over print. So now the next time you're gonna see it, you could probably like you can actually tell, like, you know what I mean? Like this is supposed to be like a tree trunk everywhere, basically, you know.
That's actually jokes.
Yeah. So it's just if you're gonna like something, try to get, you know.
I like that. I like that kind of.
Yeah, bro. You know, I got that with Kyron in New York, it's bro. Like Maison Goyard.
Emerald green. Like
yeah, I'm a green Goyard type of guy.
That's my favorite green, by the way.
Yeah.
I fuck with green.
Yeah, I fuck with green. The Revenge Storms.
If we
are
know
green.
each other, you know that I fuck with green.
Yeah. Yeah, no, me too. Same thing. Like the next thing is the pouch, and then it's the side bag. But you know, all in due time. You know, all in due time.
Everything has its process. No, don't worry.
Yeah. No, but I'm glad I have the Itai lighter.
Where is that? That's on you.
And no, it's in the living room.
Okay.
It's being used accordingly.
Yes.
For some narcotics.
Some legal narcotics.
We are in Canada, people.
Yes.
I do not want to.
But yeah, talking about Itai, did you see the Taiga closet tour?
That was insane.
Recently?
Did you see that yet?
No, I did not.
No, bro, we got to show you that.
So,
He killed it.
Tiger did a closet
Please,
tour. A lot of people try to throw my man Tiger's name down to Garbaggio
For the tour?
No. From
Just before. Okay, yeah. He was a meme. Yes.
He was definitely a meme. You know,
Tiger.
Tiger.
Drake.
But like, I mean, time after time, he would get things repossessed. Blah blah blah. But then
he's been through a lot.
He's been through a lot. But then he came back swinging.
He put the lime in the
coconut. He had the Garfield on the chain and swaying back around.
He has a Goyard chain, actually.
Yeah. It's crazy. So now he's back in action, and he did a closet tour. It was crazy.
Yeah.
In his mansion in the hills, and
his house looks
Americani galore.
Is it
full set of the?
It's on YouTube, right?
Full.
I think I seen the
full set of the millionaires, bro. The purple millionaires that Pharrell wore.
He has both OG and new ones.
Fuck.
The new millionaires. He has a plain one, plain Jane, and then he busts down the gold on around the tip.
Yeah.
Of the
Shadow Vintage Frames.
Yeah.
Do you know? Have you seen the Kim and Kanye millionaires?
No,
that Virgil did?
No,
Earth Tones?
No.
Oh,
I think they're the best ones I've seen.
Yeah.
Like they're like a brown, like very Yeezy season-ish.
That's crazy.
Let me actually see if I can
I don't know.
see them.
I don't know if it was the millionaires, but
I saw them in Toronto actually.
Calvin and I both know we want to get the ones from next season. There's a yellow and a green dropping.
Oh my god. Guess who
Yellow
has
gang.
Just guess who has dibs on the green. Just guess.
I got my pair reserved in Toronto, hopefully. So
Really?
it should be okay. You should be okay.
I can't.
Just know I'm about to hit up his plug. I don't know who that is, but I'm about to hit
But
up
Louis V is not.
Tupe, no.
Louis is big boy shit, bro.
No. Oh, yo. Actually, we sell Louis V. So like,
Do you?
know what I mean? Yeah, we do. Cause the Louis Vuitton is with us. Actually.
You're baiting it.
What do you mean?
You're baiting it.
No, but like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I haven't been in a while, but like I think Kyron, I gave you like a Louis bracelet, right?
You did. You
have a
gave me a Louis
bracelet
bracelet and sunglasses.
Oh, true. Yo, okay. Let's tell the story about these sunglasses. Alright.
Wait, because you gave him Louis sunglasses,
bro. Kyron, he's my
the Supreme Louis ones, or
no. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. First of all,
my bad.
But here's the thing with me. I'm not trying to like, and I think Kyron can attest to this. Like 100%. Once you're my brother, it's not like I'm gonna think about something twice or whatever.
You
like,
just do it. You feel me?
Yeah, like if I'm not gonna use it and you
way ahead of you.
You got this, you know?
Yeah.
North Face hat, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like it does not matter. So here's the story.
Yeah.
I love to give people gifts. It's like it's a trip, you know? And I'm not saying this to be like all high and mighty and shit, because there is an ego part to it. I'm not gonna like it does make me feel good, you know? But like, so a couple years back, I got my dad a Burberry trench coat, like a super expensive one, black one with the inside when you see the lining is Burberry. It's fire. And it was one of the first times that my dad was like actually fucking with the gift that I got him, you know? So I was like, okay, so what do I do the year after that's like
to
cool?
Level up,
well, not necessarily level up, because that to this day, that is the most expensive piece of clothing that I've bought, and it's not even for myself. Wow. Yeah, it was like close to $4,000 for the coat, you know.
And the Rolly, you did it with your brother?
With my family, exactly. Okay, it's not. So I didn't put that much on one thing, but yeah, we got him a Rolly for his 60th birthday, but all the family together. Yeah. But yeah, so I was like, okay, so what do I get him? And I'm like, at the time, I'm going to Louis Vuitton, not often, but it's like it's a go-to when you want something nice that you don't have to think about.
Exactly.
You go there, you know. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. He drives a lot, and he hates, he used to have those, those extensions where you put on your glasses and you just flip like them down and they become, So I'm like, no, he deserves better than that, so I'll get him sunglasses. So I get him sunglasses, and you could tell right away when I give it to him that it's like, he's not messing with him. He's like, oh, thanks, whatever. And like,
he didn't go.
Does not care. No, that's what I love about my dad, though. Like, he doesn't care, though. If it's not, it could be the biggest brand. Does not matter.
Exactly.
So I give it to him, and literally,
he is not materialistic. I'm not gonna lie, we're all materialistic.
Yeah, we're not into what we're into without being materialistic, you know.
You feel me?
But yeah, so I give it to him. Time passes, he never wears them, and after a while, I think he forgot that I gave it to him, and he was like, "Yo, do you want these back?
Yeah.
Do you want these?" And I'm like, I gave them to you." He's like, yeah, but you want him back, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take him.
Disrespect.
yeah, straight up. But he's my dad, so he could do whatever the fuck he wants, like, forever. Like,
he birthed you.
Exactly,
Your father.
He sunned me, bro.
Your father.
Exactly. So, yeah, so it's like, yo, fuck it. Right? Rather, like, give it to somebody just to actually... And, like, he doesn't have to wear them all the time, you know? If it's once or twice, it is what it is, you know? Right, that's all that matters, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, like, Louis Vuitton, as much as it's amazing, and, like, we were just talking about the LVMH shit, like, it's an empire and all that, but it's, like, every house has its, like, dark secrets and shit, so at least know about them. If you want to keep supporting. Just like, with Adidas, I love whenever people, like, ride Adidas super hard, I'm like, oh, so you fuck with Nazis? And everybody like, oh, what do you mean?
And then you pull up the statistics.
And yo, you didn't know, did you? The statistics. Men's not hot.
You feel me? Oh, but that's crazy.
Have you traveled? Because this is always like a portion of the podcast when we have new guests.
I've never traveled.
No, don't say that.
No.
Where's the furthest you've been?
Quebec.
No.
The furthest.
No.
La ville de Quebec.
No, literally Quebec, Ottawa.
Okay, so you've crossed the province
Toronto.
line. That's the furthest you've been?
Ottawa, Toronto.
Can we get into this a little bit? Can you talk about, like, why...
Quebec for high school?
No. Why haven't you gone other places?
For
you got
high school,
cases. No,
Toronto to live.
You lived in Toronto?
Yeah.
For how long?
For like a year.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun.
At the time, yeah?
Yeah.
But do you want to travel, or is it just something you don't mess with?
No, I want to.
So why haven't you?
I was actually to get his passport done.
Renewed. No, not done. Just renewed. Not done. Renewed.
But how long has it been out of commission?
Get a 10-year one, bro.
Yeah, my passport's been dusty for days.
Yeah, there you go.
You know how easy it is to get to the States, bro? Less than an hour.
No,
and
but
you're there, bro.
At the same time, this year I just got a new job. You feel me? So like, that's been in the way because you have to do like a probation type of shit. But
Yeah.
Anyways, thinking maybe this September, maybe even during the winter, especially during the winter, try to travels and shit.
Not like to play devil's advocate. You can have a passport and not use it. Like it's already there, so that whenever you do want to travel, like, you could be like,
no, 100%. And that's
because Kyron could be like, yo, I'm going to Philly. You want to come shoot? And they go, I don't have my passport.
But that's not just the fact. It's not just the passport situation. It's really,
No, I'm just saying, like,
no, 100%.
that is like a big pillar.
I see what you're saying, and I see what you're saying. But don't worry, it's in the works. It's in the works, Mr. Rem. It's in the works. Okay?
No, but you need people in your life to be like, yo, do this shit so that you get shit done.
No, 100%.
And Remy is that guy,
bruh.
I mean, Remy, I just love when my friends succeed. That is the best.
Only one, but thank you for that.
Yes, sir, bro. Because traveling is the shit. Talking about traveling, Kyron, have you traveled? Like, I wanted to get into this for the summer. Like, how was your how would you describe your summer? You've traveled a little bit. You finished school. It's a very not formative, but like kind of a landmark summer. So do you want to recap it a little bit?
It's like a transitional time for me. Like, it's the first time that I felt like awkward in my life because I don't really know what's going on.
A lot of indecisiveness.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like I don't know what to do here and there. So like kind of the last structured piece of my life was going to LA, because although I didn't really know what I was doing 100% when I was going out there, is that I knew I was out there for a certain amount of time, and then after that is like.
And it was under the umbrella of a stage.
It was.
Yeah, exactly. So you were there for an internship. Yeah,
for an internship.
But now you're basically by yourself out there. You get to decide exactly what you want to do with the future.
Thanks to Fernando and Silver League for that, because like honestly, I feel like I have the best time compared to any of my peers at school. Like honestly, on the outside looking in, obviously it looked like I was having fun, but like I was doing my own thing, and obviously I was helping out Fernando whenever I could. But then I was seeing other people like my girl was like complaining about like what she had to do. Like she's like working 9 to 5, like at a office at a desk every day, like, and it's not fun. Like that's but to understand that side of the industry, like I get it totally, because then sometimes it takes a stage to understand what you don't want. It's not always to take a stage to understand, like, oh my god, this is my dream job, I want to stay here forever.
Yeah, and it's also like you didn't just get the stage out of nowhere. Like you literally put years of work into YouTube and networking. Like, we saw Fernando in New York in person with the ring at the time, we also Matthew Bentley, is that his name? The photographer, the guy's so cool. Like he's like a DJ. Follow him on Instagram. Like, anyways, like there is a lot of work.
Dude, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly. Like there is a lot of work that comes before
on the back
you
end.
Being able to spend a month in LA. You know what I mean? Because whether it be sports, music, fashion, whatever, like people love to be like, oh, bro, you know how much I would kill it if I had like a month in LA at Silver League? But it's but did you kill it on YouTube? Did you kill it at college before? Did you like that's what Kyron did to get to LA? You know what I mean?
It just happened like out of the blue. You feel me? Like he had to work.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'll fully do this right now. Like my teachers didn't really want me to go to LA. Like they told me, do you think that's a really good idea? Do you think it's good to do that? Like, is it secure? Do you know these people? Like, it was like a lot of doubts. And then I heard, like, I was listening to some type of podcast earlier, like a week and a bit ago, and they were saying something about like how you're always gonna have people on the shoulder with doubts, and like these little doubts never add up so much every single day.
Never go with what somebody else tells you. You feel
any glimpse of doubt is like
always do the opposite.
Maybe like obviously to each his own, but the way I try to look at it is that whenever somebody tells you not to do something, you just have been given basically the gift of somebody else's perspective. So now you get to see what you want to do through somebody else's lens.
Exactly.
So now Kyron got to see how, not to be stereotypical, but like 30 to 40 something ish white male or female Quebecois sees the booming online reselling vintage market, and maybe when she said, I'm not sure, inadvertently she created like more confidence in Kyron to be like, okay, so she doesn't even know the wave, so I'm going to invest now before she, because once she knows, I could already be too late to the wave. You know what I mean?
Because the only time she like made it feel legit is when I had to do my follow up, which was on like Skype, and I had to do like a call meeting with like all my classmates there, and then like my teachers there, and then she already pre'd my whole presentation, and she already jumped to the conclusion basically like before I even presented, and she's like, "Oh, what is this about?" Kylie's husband, blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously I use that as like not like clickbait, but like obviously that's like the front, like the frontier of like my whole thing. But like that we,
bro, Travis Scott's where's your shit?
Yeah,
courtside.
Yeah,
you're gonna mention it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care.
We had like a big part in that, you know. Like if like Travis's stylist is hitting up Fernando and SL, like
also Romel. Shout out Romel.
And
He's
Romel.
been killing it, bro.
Whoever,
Texas, New York, I don't give a fuck. That guy knows his shit everywhere.
That Travis's stylist that hits up all my boys, like when it hits up Romel for RD Archive, or hitting up Sick Boy, hitting up Silver Leagues, hitting up any of these archive pages.
Even like, Waz, Patron, all that shit, bro.
All that.
Waz, bro, this guy is the best dude
we sipping
ever, bro.
We sipping on Aperos right
now. For real, bro. We can even cheers for the mics, bro.
Wow.
Have you met him, Calvin?
I have not, but
bro, this guy.
I've seen. No, don't even tell me. I've seen
the vibes.
I've seen the vibes.
The last 2 times we've been to New York, me and Kyron, the first thing I do when I get to New York is I text him, where can I get tatted, bro? Like, cause he kills it with the tats.
Yeah,
and he is he's a socialite, you know, like he is the modern day Lebowski, you know. He's a bon vivant. He just, people want to be around him no matter what he's doing, you know.
100%.
Always a good time seeing that guy, and he's you know the term salt of the earth, like he's still a human being.
Yeah,
he's not too big.
He's so himself, and that's what's cool about it.
Get back to YouTube, by the way, bro. I need another Raf Simons Adidas review, you know. Bro, he was early on that shit though. Early on YouTube.
Yeah, I was so happy that last time I was in New York that I was able to like just film around and like catch like a little glimpse into Waz. I couldn't get deep into the night because we got rowdy, we got crazy down there.
That's what he does, you know.
But you know, we got a good little glimpse into the pizzeria and stuff, and then
New York night.
We had to call it quits.
I can't believe, bro. We need to get you to New York, Calvin. Come on, bro.
Bro.
You would do damage in New York, bro.
Those are the first destinations that I want. Those are the first destinations that I want.
That is the first thing I did when I got a car.
Yeah.
I drove my ass to New York and went and spent fucking so much money at Flight Club, bro. Bro.
Kyrie knows I'm with it. I just need to get my shit together. You feel me?
We have to be on our Pop Smoke shit.
Exactly.
Like that. Immediately.
And as far as the States go, how do you feel that the States are fashion wise? Because I feel like a lot of people think like a lot of American style is like trash, not to be harsh, but like, how do you see American people? Because to me it's like, I love the LA dudes memes going on right now. That's fucking hilarious because it's so true that LA dudes have trash stuff. I'm saying this, I feel like I dress like trash. Like, I want me and Kyron to do a video of like how to dress, but it's very like, yo, you want to go surf and then have a beer, you know?
It's
like,
so predictable.
Yeah.
It's predictable. That's
but
what
but New York people know how to dress. Like, Soho people know how to dress.
So I feel like a lot of, let's say in Montreal, we have a lot of people who dress like New Yorkers. You feel me? Like,
because we have the same elements, you know.
From Blainville to from people from Blainville to people to in like South Shore, whatever. We have a couple that, you know, come out dripping like with some good shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's shit I didn't even know of. You feel me? But no, that's true. But like, as for New York, that's just like a taste of the the tip of the iceberg. You feel me? Like that's just like the intro before going to Europe type shit. You feel me? Like, a lot of people in New York, like everybody in New York is on their shit. You know, they're on point.
Soho is an amazing place to walk down.
Yo, ever since Tumblr.
Yo. Oh, you're a Tumblr dude?
I used to be.
Bro, shout out to Tumblr.
Same,
yeah,
I used to be.
Yeah, yo,
shout out Amy. Honestly, like, Amy and I kind of set the path onto building what my Instagram was going to be like, because like all this Tumblr just like Tumblr was like the mood board, and then Instagram was kind of like the portfolio. Like
Tumblr was a Wild West. Like you could do whatever the fuck you wanted.
I saw more of Kyron shit on Tumblr before the whole Instagram shit.
Yeah,
yeah. Tumblr
like,
was the place.
I was following him more on Tumblr than on Instagram, and then after I just switched up to Instagram because then that was really the phase. Like everybody just went with Instagram.
Well, Instagram is
I
undeniable.
feel like Tumblr just died down with like the years passing by and everything.
Well, yeah, but you know why? It's because Tumblr took down the ability to post like pornographic material.
Yeah, and
so nobody fucks with it anymore. That was a fucking play on words.
Bunch of horny motherfuckers.
Well, okay, so you want to have a place on the internet without like nudity? You're gonna cut a lot of your people. Like it's just. Have you been on Twitter, bro? Like you?
No, for sure, for sure. But like, I mean,
are you big on social media? Like, would you say Instagram is number one?
Honestly, no.
How would you rank social media?
You know what's crazy is like Twitter. I try to be constant on that shit, but
really?
I just forget. You know, I just forget.
Yeah.
And then every time I reach back on, I'm like, I'm back. But no, Twitter's crazy. I'm still trying to figure out.
Casey kills it on Twitter.
He does.
Shout out Casey.
Justice also.
Shout out Justice on that shit. But like, yo, Twitter's complex compared to Instagram. Instagram, you just post a picture and like add a freaking quote.
Because you know what it is? It's the physical embodiment of a picture is worth 1,000 words. On Instagram, you can just post a picture with whatever caption.
Tell me, you really gotta search what you're talking about. You really gotta be like, oh, I'm bored as fuck, but what y'all saying? Type of shit. See, that would get me a whole bunch of replies.
Yeah, Twitter is where I get my news. Yeah, really.
I'm bored as fuck. What y'all saying? That's everybody saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this type of shit. You feel me? But like. Instagram, it's really you post a picture, but a picture with like a concept or whatever. That's something more interesting.
I feel like Instagram's such like a curated version of myself, which is like it sucks to say, but like a lot of people, it is that for them. You know, like
you know what I feel Instagram has done the best is that it's placed itself in people's everyday life more than like kind of like Facebook used to do it, but now it's like Instagram.
But
like
honestly,
I wake up. I check Instagram.
I don't know about you guys, but I like the fact that it's not around the numbers. It's not about the numbers now.
Yeah, I do like that. I mean,
that's what they're
in
going
Canada
to now. That's what they're going to now. You feel me?
It is still about the numbers as far as what you're gonna see and how it's gonna interact with you, but you don't get to see the numbers as much, which I feel is good because
in Canada,
it doesn't get
not everywhere. Yeah,
for everyone that doesn't know, by the way,
it doesn't get to your ego. You feel me?
Like, everyone in Canada. Well, some people actually were affected by this. You're not able to see likes anymore.
How do you feel about that, Kyron?
Big gasp, everyone. But the one thing I will say is that when I was in LA, it was like a big like heart stopper for a lot of people. Like I'd send my phone to like be like, oh, like I'd be like, yo, Fernando, isn't this like this funniest shit? Or whatever. Like I'd show him a meme or something, and then he'd be like, yo, that's weird.
You don't have the number of likes.
Like he'd always like check that, you know. But it comes into routine. Like as soon as you take that away, obviously it's not a part of your routine anymore. So now I'm obviously accustomed to it.
Yeah.
But like, it's always good to like kind of like gauge your competition, I guess, in a sense. Just like see what they're doing versus what you're doing. But then also it could get toxic because like I see like the cyberbullying aspect of it and being like,
for sure,
oh, you're not doing as well as I am. And
believe it or not, a lot of people are affected. Yeah. A lot of people are affected by hate on Instagram.
That could be horrible in school. I could see that in the school element being toxic.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, 100%.
It's crazy how Instagram just really took over everybody's life.
Well, like, I think there should be an option to turn it on and off.
That's good.
But it should start off.
Yeah, that's a good compromise. Like if you wanted that bad, okay, you could ask for it or whatever.
Or Instagram being specifically for a certain age group. You feel me? Like
no, but they gotta make money.
Facebook
they gotta
did the
make
same
money.
Thing, remember, everyone was fucking 26-year-old.
Yeah. You just put the age that you have to be at, basically. You know.
I think my age on Facebook is like 47 or something.
But we're getting to that point where technology's, you know, it's developing these crazy shit. So you never know. Like maybe they should do a thing where, like, you know, okay, you say you're 21. Let me see ID. Scan your ID and type shit. But that's really like me talking on some. Like,
you ever read 1984, bro?
that's just me talking on some high shit. But like, anyways. But no, it's crazy how Instagram really took over like the whole social media platform.
Like I've said this before and I'll say it again. Internet is just a reflection of the person that's using it.
Yeah.
If you're in a very dark place, in a bad mood, guess what? You're gonna find a lot of dark, bad shit online super easily.
Yeah.
If you're in a good mood and you're looking for good stuff, you're gonna be most likely surrounded by like good stuff and more or less positive. Obviously, there is an inkling for negative news, but that's it's called morbid curiosity.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
so it's like there's something about our human evolution that makes us curious to what kills us and what is dangerous and all that, because it's like it's a survival instinct. If we know what can kill us, we'll be better armed to not die because of it,
Yeah.
So that's why, have you ever noticed, like, it is almost physically impossible to, when you're driving past a car crash, to not
look.
turn and look. That's called morbid curiosity right there, because it's like, it's going to be nasty, you're not going to want to see what you're going to see, but there is something about you.
That's why we have horror films, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
bro.
so
No,
much
but
stuff.
no. Miss me with those horror films. Okay?
You don't watch any horror movies?
Goofy.
No, I've
Goofy.
watched. No.
Have you seen Hereditary yet?
No, I did
You're
not.
a fucking goofy.
I am
You're
not
crazy.
watching that.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Do you have one?
The favorite horror movie.
Not horror
no,
movie,
favorite
in
movie.
general.
Oh, favorite movie.
Yeah, period.
Say less. John Wick.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, respect.
Shout out
Respect.
Keanu Reeves. That's my number one actor since Matrix. Actually, The Matrix is my favorite movie.
Okay,
But-
the first one.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like, just the whole like the whole legacy of it.
Yeah, but three
But
is
listen, favorite actor Keanu Reeves.
Canadian. He's Canadian.
Of course.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know. That was disrespectful.
Isn't it Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves. I just said it quick.
Mr. Reeves.
Yeah, Mr. Reeves.
Mr.
Mr. Wick.
Mr. Wick.
Mr. Wick. But no. Shout out to him.
So you would say John Wick is your favorite? Kyron, do you have a favorite movie all time?
Yeah, Belly by Hype Williams.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Belly favorite movie all time? We actually talked about it before the part. Me, it's probably The Departed. It's probably number one.
Departed. I feel like I saw it.
The Departed
I've
is.
heard of it too, but I never watched it.
Yeah, it's
I've seen that, though.
Martin Scorsese movie with Jack Nicholson, Matt
swear to
Damon,
God. I swear to God, I've seen
Leonardo
I've
DiCaprio,
seen that movie for sure.
Mark
I just can't picture
Wahlberg. It is
Fuck.
every minute of that movie I fuck with. So heavy.
But my
It's
favorite director
so
is
good.
Tarantino. For sure.
Yeah.
My favorite, me, it's Tarantino and Wes Anderson.
Mm.
I
What was
love
that-
Wes
What was that
Anderson.
movie that I just watched?
Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, not yet.
I need to
No,
see
not
that
yet.
shit. Yeah, we need
Not
to
yet.
actually see it.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
Let's do that. But also,
You didn't see it yet?
No, I haven't.
No?
No, but there's a
Okay.
movie that I watched from Tarantino.
Kill Bill.
The-
Jackie Brown.
The Glorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
That shit
god.
is fire.
Crazy, right?
Hilarious.
With the scalping.
I seen that.
Yo, you
yeah.
know what's funny? The funniest scene to me, it's not even a funny scene to a lot of people, but when he's like making the tea, bro, and he's like, "T'as oublié la crème?"
Yeah.
Yo, that shit is funny.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
He's literally
And
playing
then at
with
the
him.
end,
Like,
at the end of his in the movie, he does a visit, like an inspection to this
Yeah,
crib or whatever.
yeah.
At the end of the inspection, the whole time he knew that there was French
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
living under the
Beautiful acting. It's not French. It's Jews.
I'm sorry,
Jews.
The Jews.
I don't. I can say that. You can't say that. But do you know how hard it is for like a Jew, like hard as in like awesome, to see fucking bullets like going into Hitler when they kill him in the theater? Like,
Yeah.
bro, that shit is amazing. And then it blows up. Yo,
Yeah.
shout
That's
out
a-
Tarantino, bro.
that's a-
How did you guys feel about Django Unchained? Did you
Oh
like
my
it?
god, I like the
liked
concept
it.
of the movie. I like
I
what
liked
the
it.
message was and everything. Amazing actors and everything. Yo, they
Jamie
chose-
Foxx.
Yo, they
Did you see Ray?
They couldn't do better
No.
than that.
Ray is a good movie.
really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying
if
to
you
see
if you like his music,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see that Shaft movie, by the way.
Oh wait, Ray Charles. You're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
he won an
I did-
Oscar.
yeah,
Jamie
yeah,
Foxx won an
yeah,
Oscar
yeah,
for that
no, I
movie.
did see that movie. I did see that.
It's a
Of
classic.
course.
But I love Ray Charles because
It's not in high school.
You know what I was saying about Ray actually is that they should make that style of movie, but for Jimi Hendrix.
autobiographical.
Yeah, like,
Oh
but
yeah.
like with a
God.
really top tier.
Oh
Yeah, really
my
top tier
God.
actor.
I wonder who
yeah?
could
That'd be crazy,
play-
right?
Jimmy
Yeah.
Fox was not Jimmy Fox.
Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix was on some shit.
You
in
know
his
what I
time,
seen
bro.
recently was the story of what festival? was
Woodstock?
that? Woodstock, yeah. I seen
Woodstock
the
'69.
Yeah, I saw the Woodstock documentary on Netflix, and that was very interesting to me. Like that was
Yeah.
a really great documentary.
I mean-
if anyone hasn't seen that,
My favorite performance for that Woodstock is the Santana one,
Uh huh.
bro.
Yeah.
Santana is a monster.
I remember
bro.
in high school in music class, a teacher showed us a video of Jimi Hendrix putting his guitar on fire. That was crazy. Like he was really off.
They literally
Bro,
had him doing
could,
the national anthem.
Yeah.
But like it sounds like
it's like a 5-minute one.
But it sounds like bombs going off.
It's amazing.
Vietnam and everything.
Yeah.
It sends chills down your spine.
He used to put a tab of acid in his forehead and put the headband on so that when he would sweat, the acid would like be into his body. Basically, that's how he would take acid during the shows, bro.
It would like slowly unlock.
Imagine being high off acid like in front of the whole world.
My favorite video on Twitter as of like 2019 is Cuddy tripping balls on acid like as MGMT is like performing and he just comes out and starts dancing with them.
Bro.
And then he quote tweeted it. He's like, "I'm sorry, guys. Like, I was tripping balls. Like I just really had to do that." But I was like, he's just having like that's pure joy. Like there's no other joy like that.
I got to see Chance the Rapper perform for Acid Rap, and he was off acid, bro. He was over an hour late. He performed for less than half an hour, and the whole time he was like, like people obviously aren't listening, but like he was looking at the sky, like really like super junkie-ish. Like he was gone, bro. He did a good job while he was there, but it was not underwhelming, but not the best concert.
What I remember of acid rap is like that period of my life where like a lot of my friends were doing like LSD and stuff, so I would like have to take care of them.
Never done that shit.
Yeah,
curious, but I've never done that shit.
Don't do hard drugs, guys.
Do whatever you want. Just be responsible.
Yeah, be responsible.
Like,
Exactly
know what the fuck you're getting into.
Smoke weed, nothing else.
No, because that's
even
the thing.
that it's not legal everywhere.
Some
if you're
people,
in Canada,
and even if it's legal, some people it doesn't mess with them, right?
It's
so
true.
like, don't fuck with it. Like there's no reason to do something if it doesn't work for you. Like in a positive way. Like. But you know what I want to try actually? Have you guys heard of sensory deprivation tanks?
No.
I've heard of this.
Bro,
yes.
I want to try this so
like
bad.
Chamber, right?
So basically, it's the concept is that it's imagine like a big bathtub that has like enclosed, so it's all black.
Right.
It's all dark inside, and the water is the same temperature as your body temperature, and it's full of salt. So you're kind of floating, kind of like in Israel, the Dead Sea. So basically, you're in there. There is all your senses are gone except your thoughts. So, because basically, when you're in there for like more than 5 minutes or whatever the time is, I don't know exactly, the water and your skin, since they're the same temperature, your brain doesn't know where one ends and the other begins, because there's no light to tell him this is the end of my body, this is the beginning of the water, and you're just floating, and there's like just darkness. So it's literally, it's been known to create hallucinations without any psychoactive ingredients. And there's
it's just your mind playing tricks.
Yeah, the best place, because here's the thing about drugs, like weed or whatever it is, like if they react to you, it's because your body has something to react to it, you know what I mean? It has receptors. Like I think our body, the human body, has like 35 cannabinoid receptors, so that's why different weeds hit differently and all that. Like I don't know the technicality of it, but that's why like you could see like some goats or whatever it may be can eat a ton of weed and they don't get high, but if they'll eat a certain fruit or whatever it may be, because of the chemical compound of that fruit, they'll get high. So it's like different shit will get different people high. But yeah, I don't know, like I'm curious. I am curious to do that sensory deprivation thing, because it's totally just, it's all supervised, you know. You go, there's somebody dealing with you before, after. If anything happens, you can just, ask them, yo, what the fuck is going on right now? And yeah, the place in Montreal that does it the best from my research is called Avanti Spa. And basically there's like, just like everything in life, there's like Rolls Royces.
Don't they do the dry ice healing too? They do a whole
the shock where you go, like your body is like going like minus 300 degrees, type of shit. It's like it regenerates your muscles basically, because your muscles need oxygen and all that. Like
what's it called? Floyd Mayweather does it. It heals your body with like.
It basically freezes your body in the condition it's at, so it keeps you younger in a way, you know what I mean? But yeah, sensory deprivation is also something I've been wanting to try for a long time, because it's like, anything that can make you discover like a different perspective, you know, see the world totally differently, because you never know, like it really, all it takes is one thing to like change the way you see the whole world, you know.
Right.
And it's not even that expensive. I think for like $100 you could do like half an hour, some shit like that. Yeah.
Word. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up soon because we're like over an hour 15 or whatever, and we can always do this again. But yeah, so Calvin, Kyron, I want to thank you guys so much for doing this.
Thank you for having us,
bro. Anytime. Where can the people find you, Calvin?
Again, at YouMustWander on Instagram.
Check out for Rendu Gallery. Don't ask him when. Don't ask him how much. Just wait. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
Y'all will be happy.
And Kyron, where can people find you?
People could find me at GOTSWEIGE on Instagram and on YouTube, Kyron Warwick. Yep, that's about it.
And you can find me in every episode of our podcast at Remza Shudel. Again, thank you guys for doing this. We'll be back very soon. Peace.
Out.
I'm